Hello and welcome to another episode of The Music Rabbit Hole. I am your humble host and bus driver on today's musical journey. Happy Monday. Hope you had a good Mother's Day. Hope you enjoyed the music last week, including some local bands and artists. We also hit up, obviously, the big one there on Friday in My Chemical Romance. This week, it's going to be another interesting week here. I've got a mix of, obviously, a couple bigger groups going on, and then also some smaller artists. And I think that's one thing I noticed from last week, just with the love that the Dusk Whales got in that episode, is I want to shine a light on some of those, maybe not household names type artists, but artists that have been grinding and deserve the attention and respect and that sort of thing. So that's kind of where we go with this episode today. So before I get started, here's how the show works. If this is your first time watching, I start with an artist or band that you may be familiar with, and then I go down the music rabbit hole and cover 9 similar bands or artists, depending on if it's an individual or a group act, and just try to find you some new music, especially if you like and vibe with the first artist. Maybe you'll like and vibe with one of the ones later on in the show and that sort of thing. And I'm experiencing a lot of these bands and artists for the first time, so you're getting my genuine first-time reaction to hearing the music. So sometimes I have a lot to say, sometimes I don't, but it's not about me. It's about the music and about these tremendous artists and the great job they do. There is this full Spotify playlist of all the music you hear on the show today in the description below. Also, please like, comment, and subscribe to the show. We've been building up a great audience. You can also find us on Instagram. Search the Music Rabbit Hole on Instagram and find us there. All right, so the artist that I'm going to be spotlighting on today's episode is a guy who originally from my home state here, Virginia, and has just been grinding it for years in the music scene. And he just does such a tremendous job. Gotten to know him pretty well over the years. I mean, I've always supported his music, and I wanted to give him his own episode just because I feel like it's important to acknowledge those people that are spending their time trying to create and put out new music. And so this is going to be an interesting path, because my guess is besides him, there's going to be nobody else that I know on this list, and that's okay. And you may know them, and if you don't, now you get a chance to check them out, and that's the point of the show. So the guy we're going to be talking about here and spotlighting this artist is Nicolas Hunt, and we're going to go right to his Spotify here. So about 496 followers on Spotify, but he's got SoundCloud. And a lot of these artists, maybe they're not super big on certain platforms and big on others, but I'm purely using Spotify for the show. So Nicolas Hunt, 496 followers on Spotify. This song, he's been putting out new music. This is a single from January of this year called Sorry for the Lies. It's got about 5,200 plays. Let's get into it. One of the big things about Nicolas Hunt, and you'll hear in a moment, is his vocals. The emotion in his vocals and his lyrics and things like that. That's what's always drew me to him.
For the lies, so sorry that I've cried 1,000 times. Accountability is something I need in my life. I didn't mean to fuck anyone over, but I did. And every day's a journey to owning up to my shit. I'm sorry for the lies, I'm trying to disguise a bunch of my finesse with good intentions in my eyes. I'm sick of thinking that all I can do is run and hide, 'cause every day's a battle when you're fucking up like I am. Sorry for the lies, and sorry for my pride. I know that I act different when I'm hanging with the guys. I know that sometimes I can be so motherfucking see-through. Other times you'd never.
We're going to be playing just about a minute for each artist, and you can already tell just from listening to that. And I'm going to try not to talk over the tracks too much, especially with these artists, because they put so much emotion into the song. So it's going to be a little more laid-back episode today. Sit back, relax. It's a Monday. Got a big week ahead, but Nicolas Hunt is the first one to start us on our journey. Tremendous song there, and he just consistently puts out good music, so follow him on Spotify for sure. All right, the next band or artist here, it looks like it's they're called Wasted Youth. They got about 15,000 followers on Spotify. This is a single from April 2020, so just last month they put this out, called Wish Upon a Star. It's got about 35,000 plays. Second on our list, Wasted Youth. Here we go.
Got this on my mind, doesn't matter now, it's fine. I'm a waste of time. She goes out, she's still in line, sitting next to me. I'm losing touch with what I cannot see, hiding in my sheets. I can't face it.
That's crazy. It's crazy. It just takes you on that journey, man. That is awesome. Just an incredible sound there, the building. I mean, and again, it comes down to kind of the emotion. You'll hear a lot of echoes and different kind of noises, I'm sure, here. I'm not using music terminology. I'm no artist like these guys, but that was really cool. Wasted Youth. I really like that song. Wish Upon a Star. Moving on, third artist on our list here. And I apologize if I say this wrong. This is my first time learning about some of these artists, so if I pronounce their artist name wrong or something like that, please forgive me. So Lil Skell or Lil Skelly, I'm not sure which. I'm going to go with Lil Skell. So they have about 14,000 and a half followers on Spotify. I'm all over the place. And this song is called Fall in Love. It is a single from 2019, has 79,000 plays. So dedicated audience here for a Lil Skell. Like the acoustic guitar here at the beginning. Oh, this is cool. I just might slip up and fall in love. Thoughts up in my head that I can trust. I just wanna feel like I'm enough. I just wanna feel like I'm enough. I just might slip up and fall in love. Thoughts up in my head that I can trust. I just wanna feel like I'm enough. I just wanna feel like I'm enough. Yeah, I wanna feel like I'm in love. Gotta stop you there, but that sounds really great as well. Again, you can hear kind of the layering. Love the acoustic guitar in there too, the echoing. It's about kind of creating this atmosphere. And the atmosphere tends to be, melancholy, sadness. I mean, these tend to be sad songs, which is okay. It's okay to put out sad music. That's what you're feeling. And listen to sad music. Moving on to the fourth artist on our list here. They're called Got Hurted. They have about 16,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. This song is a single from 2020. A lot of new music here on this list today called Faking a Smile. It's got about 46,000 plays. So Faking a Smile by Got Hurted. Again, the usage of guitar is so big on these types of songs. I love when the beat makers throw their signatures in there. It's awesome.
Last time that we saw, I was facing bad mood for the drugs I was lacing. Smoking joint, I don't wanna keep thinking. Took a pill, kiddies, I don't wanna feel shit. Try hard and keep going on the same shit. Cause every time I'm alone, I've been getting it. Body's feeling that he's trying to make me die. It's alright, keep walking, keep faking a smile. Last time that we saw, I was facing bad mood for the drugs I was lacing. Smoking joint, I don't wanna keep thinking about you. Cause every time I do, I cry. Yeah, every time I do,
It's such a cool concept there and I've heard other artists do this too. And I'm not super familiar with this genre, but I know my brother really likes it a lot. Shout out to Will. And, artists like, I've heard him talk about guys like Lil Peep or, I can't even name these other ones. Again, I'm not cool like him, but I think one of the things when I have listened to some of these songs is sometimes when it has that almost chorus-like feel, like how that song, it sounded like all these people were singing together. And I think there's a couple purposes behind that. I think it's some of it is kind of feeling like you're part of something bigger, like a big group. And then also I think for live performances, I'm sure people go crazy and sing those lyrics back to them. So it's cool. Got Hurted, Faking a Smile. Fifth artist on the list here, they're called Dead Fish. This is a 2020 single with 44,000 plays. Dead Fish has about 7.5 monthly listeners on Spotify. The song is called I'm Not Okay Part 2. Get the piano in there. Piano and acoustic guitars. And you can hear with it just within the chords the type of feeling they're trying to give you.
If I die, you would've known.
This is good too.
Moving so slow. Message me and I'll pretend that I am out of range. Call me on the phone, yeah. Nothing's gonna change.
I love the tone of his voice.
Something I'm getting used to. I don't love to talk about it, but I don't wanna bother you. Inside, how you falling apart, ain't feeling no more. You can take away my heart. I am over the pain. I am fed up with lies. I'ma take it again, maybe 3 times a charm.
Sorry, I got to stop you there, Deadfish. Again, you can listen to the full song on Spotify, SoundCloud. You can find these artists everywhere. Also, if you follow us on Instagram, I try to tag as many artists as I can on each episode, so that way you can go find their Instagrams and find more of their music themselves. Again, it's not about me. It's about these artists here. We're halfway through the journey. That's Deadfish, I'm Not Okay, Part 2. This is when I stop and remind you, if you could, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching this video and you're enjoying what you're hearing, you're enjoying my small commentary, I try not to do too much, please just hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. If you have a YouTube account, hit subscribe. That way these videos automatically get into your inbox every week. I try to put them out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then also comment. If there's an artist that you want to hear on the show, spotlighted, give their attention, just let me know. I may not know of them. Just shoot me a note. Comment on there and let me know who you want to hear, and I'll put them on the show. All right, number 6 on the list here. So it's XAM. So my guess is that's Zam, and they have 73,000 Spotify listeners. This is a single from a couple years back, 2018, with 2.2 million plays. So definitely a huge, huge song. So this one's called Fade Away. Hear the nature sounds. That's awesome.
I woke up in the morning from the wrong side of my bed.
It's got that like crackles, almost like a record.
But I try my best to suffocate the pain that I'm feeling in my chest. I'm depressed and stressed out, I need some rest. I don't wanna be alive, but no, it's a waste of time. And I get demons deep inside my mind, and I am sick and tired, and I can't hear my own thoughts. I know that it's my own fault, hiding away from the family photos. Oh no, oh no, I just wanna fade away. Yeah, I just wanna die today.
Fade Away by Zam. That would again be in that category of kind of sad rap or sad hip hop or whatever category they you would put this in. But that's Zam. Fade Away. Number 7, called Typhon. 11,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. The song is a single from looks like 2017, and it's called Walls Tell the Best Stories, and it has about 500,000 plays, 615,000.
Living in a place so cold, getting used to being alone. Every minute checking on my phone. See no sun, I see no sky. I've forgotten how to cry. 6 a.m. I'm craving for a smile. Same old road, nothing for me to follow. Left my bed, I'm stepping on my shadow. Hurts like hell, I guess I'll take some pills. A bit of joy from faces I will borrow. Place it on a blade and cut away my sorrow. Fool myself cause ignorance is bliss. Am I great? Am I insane?
Guy's got some pipes. I mean, jeez, that guy can sing. All these guys, again, tremendous artists. I just want to give them some love and try to hopefully you may not have heard of any of these, you may know them all, but definitely give them all a listen. They deserve it. Next one here, number 8. So 3 artists left. This is Plant Kid, 26,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. The song called Nothing Makes Me Happy Anymore. It's a single from 2018. About 500,000 plays. Here we go. There's that guitar slide sound that I love so much.
I try everything. Nothing makes me happy. I try everything. Nothing makes me happy. My reality's a mess. My mind is full of stress. I can never get a rest. Everything is so dark. Fucked up scars, bloody arms. I can't overcome my demons. Yeah, they've trapped me in my...
Another really cool one. I mean, that's something that it's about pulling you in. It really pulls you in with the sounds and things like that. And then when that beat hits, it's unbelievable. All right, 2 artists left here. Let's see. Number 9, it's Worry Worry. 19,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. This is a 2019 single called Fool. 327,000 plays. Shout out to Worry Worry here with Fool. I like it already.
I thought that this time it would be the last fight. I thought we'd work it out, but then you seemed to lose sight. Never been so down before, I thought that I'd die. Never been so low like this, not in a long time. You pretended to love me, but you were faking. You pretended to like me and I kept waiting. Can't you see I'm a mess, you left me naked. Can't you see I'm a fool who wants to be famous? And I don't love you anymore. And
God, the echo just adds so much to the vocals. That's a big thing there. And then again, the beat is sick. All right, cool. Worry, worry. All right. We've reached the end of our journey here. We got 1 artist left. We started with Nicolas Hunt, a local favorite and a guy who has done such great music over the years, and a guy who I enjoy his music all the way through other artists like Get Hurted and Plant Kid, and so we've heard 9 artists so far. We're rounding it out here with the 10th. This is Shyler, 31,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. The song is a 2019 single. It's called Famous, 272,000 plays. Here we go.
living like I'm famous, baby, no I ain't shit. Try my best to save this, running out of patience. Living like I'm famous, baby, no I ain't shit. Try my best to save this, running out of patience. I told you what I wanted, how I'm feeling now. You turned around and held your gun right at my crown. Face it, I'm a user, can't control myself. She's pacing back and forth, I'm trying to calm her down. Please don't make excuses, calling me useless, cause I'm abusing all of these drugs that I'm choosing. Keep
Shyler finishing things off there with Famous. All right, people. Well, happy Monday. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. A lot of different artists here, and we're going all over the place. I mean, we played My Chemical Romance last week. We got 2 very different bands to what we're playing here today, coming up on Wednesday and Friday this week. New music, man. And we're going to keep it going. Episode 10. Appreciate you guys watching, listening, subscribing, liking, commenting. Support all these acts. If they've got merch, if they've got CDs, if they got digital downloads and whatever, go and do it. Go support these people. Support the arts. And if you don't mind throwing me a a subscribe on my channel. I would appreciate it too. That way you can get access to all this music. And then again, go on Spotify and listen to all the songs too. Besides that, people, have a great rest of your week. So long. This has been another episode of The Music Rabbit Hole.